morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Exploring East London's beaches. Today we're going to check out Bonza Bay Beach. A couple of weeks ago we went close to here when we did Blue Lagoon Beach. Walked along, didn't quite get this far. But Bonza Bay Beach is located on the Bonza Bay River mouth, and it stretches towards Ganubi. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you some of the river, and then I'm going to take you on the beach and walk you towards the Ganubi side of things. It's really beautiful here. East London's Beaches, episode 4. Let's go. Used to be like a water slide here. Yeah, there it is up there, you can see it. There's a water slide up here. I don't know if it's still operational, but kids used to come down here and they jump on the water slide. I don't think it's operational anymore. So Bonza Bay is a very unique suburb in East London. It's extremely leafy, lots of subtropical plants, absolutely gorgeous, lots of small narrow roads, one of the older areas here in East London, and it's really absolutely stunning. When you live in Bonza Bay, you almost don't feel like you're in East London, to be honest with you, because it's so secluded. There's one road in, one road out. It's amazing. Okay, so last time we were on the beach in episode 3, we were just down that way, down there, and that was Blue Lagoon Beach, sort of Blue Lagoon to Bonza Bay. This is the Bonza Bay River mouth, and you know, it's just look at the sand dunes and the foliage. The river mouth very seldom actually breaks through into the sea here because of the build-up of the beach, but it is absolutely gorgeous. This is also a stretch of beach where the Surfers Marathon runs along towards Bonza Bay Beach, which you saw in episode 1. And you would cross, I think it's 3 rivers on the way to the finish line of the Surfers, which if you live in East London, you know about the Surfers Marathon. If you haven't run the Surfers Marathon, it's not really a marathon, it's about 16 kilometers, 16.8, but it's all along the beach and over the rocks. So really it's quite an iconic race, and every year, thousands of people do it. If you haven't run it and you are living in South Africa, even if you aren't, you should really consider coming to East London for that weekend and doing it, because the views are spectacular. So Bonza Bay River winds its way through the top of Blue Lagoon, the top of Beacon Bay, through into Bonza Bay, and then ends here. Over the water. Not too bad. Tons of driftwood, hey? Wow, look at this. So whenever the seas get a little angry, it brings in the driftwood. So Nahoon Reef was obviously quite rocky. That's where the surfers had a really good time. Bats Cave, that area there, very rugged, very close to the city, but very rugged. Nahoon Beach is a lot more sand, and in summer it's just beach towels and people suntanning, and beautiful. And then of course Blue Lagoon Beach, from Blue Lagoon to Bonza Bay River mouth, is starting to get more rocky. But as you can see here, this stretch of the East London coastline is a lot more rugged. This is a lot more kind of rough, open sea, rocky beachfront. And then of course you've still got those beautiful sand dunes. These are covered with a lot of foliage, but give you an idea. It's a lot more rugged beach. Have a look at that swell. I don't think I'd want to be swimming in there today. I've swum a couple of Ironman races in my time. Swum in the water, but in the sea. But yeah, no, I don't think I want to be in there. So a second ago that was covered with was rock, right? And then all of a sudden a wave came in, almost got very wet feet. This shows you, it's like the tide can come in before you even know it. My grandfather, he was a fisherman, he did deep sea fishing, lived in the Port Alfred area. He always used to say, never turn your back on the sea. I think he was right. It is absolutely stunning out here, and it's a beautiful morning. It's a Sunday morning, the air temperature about 18, 19 degrees, getting up to a max of 21 today. Crisp, fresh air, again, in the city. The air is fresh, everything is beautiful, and the coastline here in East London, beach number 4, still loads of beaches to go. The coastline here in East London is just stunning. And I know I say that in every episode, I talk about how beautiful these beaches are. But I'm not lying, am I? Just have a look at the size of these rock pools. I must be honest, I'm still a bit of a kid when it comes to rock pools. Every time I walk past, I want to go and see if there's anything in there. Are there any fish in there? Is there a hermit crab looking for a new shell? Look at the size of this. Do my best not to fall in. So again, the sand dunes, stunning. There's a residential area just over there, Bonza Bay, just up that way. Behind here, there's a bit of an estuary, not too much on the suburb front. And we're now heading towards the Ganubi side of East London. If you keep walking along this beachfront, you're going to get to a place called Ganubi. Another river mouth there, Ganubi River mouth, and Ganubi is absolutely stunning. I think that's the next beach I'm going to take you to because it is iconic. It has a beautiful boardwalk that connects you. It has a caravan park that's been there for a very long time. And it's just kind of like if you come to East London on a holiday or you live in East London, you want to go to Ganubi just because it's a beautiful village just outside of East London with a stunning beach. I don't know if you can see in the distance, unfortunately the camera doesn't zoom out that far, but some of those waves just over there are massive. You won't see surfers in this part of the world. Well, I don't think so. Generally, I don't think surfers come out here because I think it's a little bit too choppy, you know? But some of the waves crashing are just magnificent. Look at that. Look there. So I grew up, I was born in KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, and then when I was very young, my father moved us to Johannesburg, and I grew up most of my life, primary school, high school, studying was in Johannesburg. And I always saw that if I moved back to the coast, I was going to come to the beach at least once a week. And then I moved back to the coastline in 1996, and for the first couple of months, I came to the beach quite often, but then you know what it's like, life gets busy and you just never really go to the beach, and you find that people that come and visit from Gauteng or Free State see more of the beach than the local East Londoners do, or the local people that live along the coast. And that's really sad, because if you think about it, we have this amazing natural beauty. This is literally from my house. It's about 6 minutes drive. 6 minutes, and I'm on this beach. It's a waste. We need to do this more often. If you live in a coastal city, go to the beach, go for a walk. If you live in East London, you have a multitude of beaches to choose from. And I love coming out in the mornings now. I've been, for this series, it's really inspired me to come and walk on the beach more. And what I love is those that do come out and walk on the beach, husbands and wives, partners, friends, guys training, kids playing in the rock pools, dogs up and down the beach having fun, especially early in the morning. It's good to do it early in the morning. It's just, we are so spoiled. We are so spoiled. If you've never been to East London, those that know me internationally and some of the work that I do always ask me where I'm from. This is where I'm from, this beautiful place. And again, it's not just the beaches and the beauty of the place. It's the people. You know, the people in East London are kind, very generous. I was at a charity function on Friday night. Over R1 million was raised for charity in one night. This gives you a little bit of the heart of East London. Yes, it's natural beauty. A lot of economic hardship in East London. A lot of need, particularly with the motor industry struggling at the moment. One of the biggest manufacturers in the world has cut back production at a plant based here. And it's not just the people that work at that plant that are affected. It's all of the companies that supply products and parts to that plant. There's a lot of hardship here, but it's a good life here, and people like living here. There's an old saying that once an East Londoner, always an East Londoner. And I've met people who've lived in East London for any period of time and moved to other places in the world who still say, I'm from East London. I miss it. And this is why. I don't know if you can tell, but there are some horses on the beach right down there. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. All right, that's today's walk. Absolutely beautiful. Bonza Bay Beach, episode 4. This is stunning. If you are in East London, all four the beaches we've done already are definitely well worth exploring, but this one is rugged, it's open ocean, lots of rock pools, beautiful sand dunes, and a couple of minutes from a suburb. Thank you for watching. We've had a whole lot of subscribers that have joined us recently. Thank you so much for doing that, and if you are considering subscribing, please do. It helps the channel.